So this morning I woke up around 5 a.m. and I was thinking about Kim, and I was thinking about a lot of you, and I was thinking about the gifts that we have, and then I started thinking about myself, and I was thinking, I really got a really good idea of what my gift is, and I want to share it with you. One of my gifts is I'm really good at seeing people, and I see you, Kim, and Kim has come to, I think, every event, minus one, maybe missed one. And I love the post that you shared last night, and you got something, and that you then asked your tribe, and you had she has this beautiful photo that she tagged me with and our group, and it was like this wolf howling like this, and it was such a powerful photo, and you're calling in your tribe, and you are asking them to affirm to you, what is it that, how do you change their life? So what was that like for you to receive all their feedback? What was amazing about it? I guess we need the mic, John. What was amazing about it?
What was amazing about it was I know these people. I love these people. I've worked with these people. And to see that the transformation that they may have had years ago is still alive in their lives today.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's still working. They're still going deeper. They're still pushing that edge and growing. So that's what was amazing about it.
That's amazing. So that seed that you planted, so the lifetime value wasn't like a quick fix. It wasn't like a shot of wheatgrass that might have lasted 12 hours.
Right.
No, this was
life-changing. People changed their lives. They changed relationships. They changed careers. They moved across the country. They moved out of the country.
Wow.
So.
Healed their families, realized they were whole.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was beautiful.
And the other thing I was thinking about you was just like, you know how we could look at Violetta and say, this is what you are. Like, I look at you, and if you're available for me to share what I see, absolutely, I'd be happy to share it with you. And I mean, I was just like, I love Kim this morning, and I'm just like, I mean, because didn't we first know each other because you came to Bikram?
Yes.
Back in the day?
When you were very pregnant.
Oh, nice. And so I birthed a few babies since then, right? Like this business, et cetera. So was that with Sawyer, my first?
No.
Oh, okay. It was like 7 years ago. Okay. Anyway, back to you, Bob. What I see in you, I see you as nurturing. I see you as like a home, like a place that someone could come and be safe and held and supported, and that you have such a big heart and you're so loving. And that is so valuable.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that?
I do.
Yeah. And so that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's enough. You don't have to be something else or be weird about money, and as soon as you get paid, then get weird. Like, you just need to know that I am enough. That's for all of you. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, it seems so weird to me to go into like such heart space to like structure, 12 steps. But I wrote these out, but I was smart because I'll give these all to you, by the way, but I had to keep you on your toes. I'd rather just give this to you and just be like, there you go, let's just move on to our next emotional moment. But I also am I am a strategic, what am I? What am I? Who am I? I'm a businesswoman. I'm wearing a business dress. I do this stuff and I use it. So I know it's really important. And if you don't have this stuff, you won't ever be able to fill your events. And you won't be successful and you won't have the money, even though you might believe you're worth it by now. Okay? So it's only one copy. I run a green company. You know what I mean? A green company. But we have this, and even I'll have to hand it to you afterwards, or we'll get you, even the people on the live stream, they just get like a 1 through 12, and you have to take notes. And sometimes to take notes is actually better, because you hear it in a different way. But don't think you have to write every little thing down. Okay, is this cool? You guys want to go into this now? Are you guys excited? We're going to talk about 12 ways to fill your events. And I'd like my team to live stream this with I don't need that. No thank you, I just need the Facebook Live. Because now I have it. Are we, is the live stream all good? So on the live stream, you all have a handout, and it says 12 steps easily, typo in there, to easily fill your profitable events. And just hold on one second. Do you know what you're doing? No. Okay. Oh, what a cute family. I have another really good story that is going to be very important that you all hear. That's what I was thinking about today, about the time that John saved a life.
One of many, yeah.
Yeah, John saved a life in Hawaii, a drowning man. So I'm going to share that story later. You will not want to miss that. Okay, so John, what I'm going to recommend is that you get a chair and you sit right there.
Sure.
And then you're going to hit this live. And you're going to, sorry everyone. Ha! Excuse me everyone. Can you hold that please? Get your pencils sharpened. Okay, go get a chair and sit there. Okay, I'll say hi first. Good morning, everyone. This is Amanda Moxley and all the Rise Up ladies and gentlemen. Woo! We are going live, Facebook Live, and I am going to be teaching you and all these people in here and everyone on live stream, a couple hundreds that are registered. We're going to teach you how to fill your profitable live events with 12 easy steps. So, John, you can just make sure you can see me. You're good at that. Okay. Meow. Okay, I'm just going to delegate that and focus on this. Okay, so the first one is, I'm just going into the exact things you need to do. Obviously, you need a venue, you need a date, and we're going to talk more about that in terms of the generating in that worksheet we're going to do later. You need a venue, you need a date, and here's how you're going to fill it. I'm assuming you have that, but now it's time to get people here, because if you don't have people there, no one's going to go, and you don't need the venue. Step 1, invite all existing clients to come to your event as your guests, and send them emails, multiple emails with a deadline as to when they need to claim their tickets. You can choose to have them reserve so send them multiple emails. Guess what? You're my VIP guest. Guess what? You can come to this event, and because I love you so much, because we've worked together, because I know, whatever, say it in your perfect way. And 2 limiters. 1. Who knows the first limiter? Okay. What's the second limiter? Time. When you have to get it by. The third limiter could be that there could be a price increase. So you can choose to have them reserve their tickets for $97 to $197. You can choose to do a refundable. You could choose to do a non-refundable. I have done both ways, and you can decide. To me, I just like to simplify my business, so I tend to do I just tend to say, I'll just share what I've done. The first year I had refundable. They paid $97 refundable. Then the next year I said, you know what? It's actually worth $97. You still need to pay it. And I didn't do a refundable. And then the next year I did free, because I figured the people who want to come. However, having people invest and come, that means that they're actually going to show up. However, it's pretty easy to walk away from $97, I think. It's pretty easy to walk away from $197. It's hard to walk away from a plane ticket. So, especially if people are traveling, then you want to consider that too. That's a pretty good indicator that they're going to come. One of you was saying that you had a workshop, and at a retreat, someone was saying you had a workshop and no one showed. Or you charged just a little bit. It was Kristen. She charged a little bit. She charged free, and no one showed up. So in those early days, you're going to do a workshop at your yoga studio. You're going to do a workshop here or there. Charge $47. Charge something that's going to get them to actually take out money. And then I think sometimes we value things that cost money. Sometimes. Okay? I know I do. So invite all of your current existing clients, all your clients that you've worked with from the time you started your business, even 10 years ago. all your fitness clients, all the people you've ever worked with, everyone you've ever known, invite them. Send multiple emails. And what you do is, what I do is I have a Word document, and I'll have, like, basically I just repurpose the same emails year after year, and I tweak them to the new voice, the new name. So keep them in a file, and then change it up, okay? Number 2, invite all of your past clients. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait. First one was invite all your existing clients, okay? Is your existing. You want to make sure, and that's a really good strategy. So in step number 2 was invite your past clients from all programs. And what I want to say about the existing clients, one of the strategies that I used was I had my 5-week End Your Money Drama course, which then came with a ticket. So anything that I would sell, like I did my Money Loves You bundle, and that came with a ticket to here. Or I would do in the back of the day, I did End Your Money Drama, it came with the event ticket. I would do the Healthy Wealthy Biz School, it came with the event ticket. So everything that you do comes with an event ticket, okay? Number 3, have an invite a friend campaign and give each client 1 to 2 friend tickets for $97 each. So that would mean, because your friends are going to be, their friends are going to probably be just like them, and they would be an ideal client for you. So bring a friend and make that all cool and special so that they feel excited, like, I have these tickets and I'm going to this. Who doesn't want to come to a retreat or an event with their buddy? As long as they're cool, right? Like, you want to do that. So, okay, that's step number 3. Step number 4, yeah? Oh, yeah. Sure. Okay. Let me give you the microphone. Oh, so her question was, can you explain a little bit more about the Bring a Friend campaign tickets? Okay, how do they get the tickets? So what I do is I have a coupon code in my one shopping cart, and it says friend or amiga. And then you would just so in that email I tell them to use this code when checking out. So does that answer it? So yeah, she can have that. Yeah.
So when they check out with the code, they would receive their ticket plus the free friend ticket?
So you would send them a link for $97. They would sign up on theirs. Then you would say, here, tell your friend. So they would send up, so there's 2 links. There could be 2 links, or you could just say friend. Is that clear? I don't really do that part, honestly. I just tell my assistant to do it. So I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's just either there's one code that they link out to and they buy, and then there's definitely a coupon code.
For the friend.
For the friend.
Got it. Thank you.
But to simplify, you could probably just have them all go to that. You could just create one $97 link, and that's it. And then you don't need the code. Good question. Keep asking me questions, because you keep me on my toes. Go ahead.
Are you charging, is the friend discounted more than what you're offering your client at the VIP rate?
So it's a really tricky, in the moment, what am I going to do?
Right.
I have done it always. And basically, I would say, so I can't answer that. All I know is I've done it all, and it's like making pasta or making some dish every day. Every time you make it, you don't know what you're making, but it tastes good, right? You just put it all in there and maybe it'll be good, That's at least how I cook. I don't really follow a recipe.
So what do you say?
So what am I saying? I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Make an intention of how much you want to charge for this. How much do you want to charge your clients, that inner circle of clients? How much do you want to charge their friends? And lead with that.
Makes sense.
So you can say to your inner circle clients, $97. And then to their friends, you could say it's $97 to their friends. Or you could say it's $97 for all clients. I feel like I ought to get that whiteboard up here. Would that be helpful? Map out some stuff for you. Okay, because answer questions and map out stuff. Because that's how I work in my office. I'm like, in my whiteboard. Thank you. I like these questions a lot, so keep asking questions. And then on the side of your little notebook, write down things to delegate, things I don't get, things I need to delegate, and then so that you don't have to get stuck in minutia. Hello, Michelle.
Hello. So this might be coming down the line, I don't know, but figuring out the price and how much it's going to cost you to how much you're going to make off of it.
Yeah, exactly. So that really comes down to that. It depends. Guys, okay. There's a couple different kinds of retreats. Getting serious now. There's different kinds of models. So there's and it's really hard to do it as a group. I've never done it as a group. I've done it like when I work one-on-one with a client. So there's like an event where you're going and you're doing a retreat, like probably what you're doing, and then you might sell something, but that's not exactly, they're there for the retreat, right? So then you would look at your cost, your time, your staff, the food, the venue, the travel. You would, the frequency, the container that you want to hold, and you would charge accordingly, right? And does that make sense? Okay. Go ahead, Carolyn.
Would you ever make a loss on an event on ticket sales, but with the intention of exposure, awareness, visibility, clients, all the other benefits?
So you take a risk anytime. I'm not worried about you. I'll bet on you all day long. However, you take a risk. My first event, I went in it was $20,000 for an event team. I had about a $30,000 coach, plus I, for some reason, decided to add on another $10,000 coach. And because I was so scared, I'd never done this before, and I needed a lot of support. And 20, 30, 50, well, how much is that?
60?
60.
Yeah.
60,000. And I was scared, but I bet on myself. Statistically, I know that you can close at minimum 20%. And I was really focused on filling the room. I had 80 people there, 70 people. So then, okay, I did the math, and it would work itself out. Then I also had sponsors to pay for it. So that's a big deal, is having, and we'll talk about that, but finding your soul tribe of partners who you would like to partner with, who can add a value to your event. And then you charge speaking fee or booth fee for that. That's a really, so then you're going into it green and you're not so stressed out. Yeah.
So you're charging your partners a speaking fee,
Yes.
and they're paying that so they can come and get exposure.
Yep. And
Got
then they also bring people. So, for example, every event, I couldn't be bothered this time. I just bet on myself and just went for it. But in the past, I've had speakers, and they pay anywhere between $1,000 to $4,000, depending on how much time they get to speak. And they also are contracted to bring a certain amount of people at $97. So last time I think I had 4 or 5 speakers, and then I did the math. I have a budget sheet and everything that we'll share with you. I think I went into the event in the green. The event cost me, you guys, I am such a badass businesswoman. Yeah, baby. This is my last event. The total event outflow was $48.90, and we're going to do this later. And the pre-event profit was $9,104. Businesswoman, okay? I'm proud of myself because the year before, or a couple years before, I spent $60,000, right? So, you're like, after a while. But I wouldn't have done that the first time. I needed all that. I needed to learn. Once I learned the system, then I know how to do this. So, other questions about these? Yeah, Christy.
The speakers that pay to speak up there, are they allowed to promote their services too?
No.
Okay.
They are available to offer consultations.
Okay.
You have to have very strong contracts in place.
Okay, yeah.
You need to tell them what you're not available for. Like I have had sponsors that were closing deals. I've been at events where the sponsors are out there, speakers up here, they're out there closing deals. That would piss me off. They're closing deals, and the speaker's up here like working, and everyone's out there having a party. So, so you have, and I've had, at my own events I've learned where people are, closing deals as well. And so you have to say there's no strategy sessions. There's no, of that sales conversations during this event time. You can do it as soon as the event ends, 5 o'clock, day 3. And have a really good contract in place. Because, we're all learning, but the stronger the contract, the stronger the boundaries, the happier everyone will be. And you want to pick partners that are going to have excellent benefit, so it is a win-win for them as well. The exposure is massive. And the thing is, it's the free audience. If a speaker comes up here and they don't know any of you, they're automatically seen as the expert, and they're automatically just got 30, 40, and then leveraging with livestream, all these extra people on my marketing dollars and my time, my sweat, and what have you. Okay? So, question over here. Yeah. This is actually fun. I was like, this is going to be hard. And now I'm like, no, I love this. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay.
Can I ask you, just way back at the beginning, right, when you're setting the intention and calling in, I suppose, how many people you want to serve, or what? I guess it's about what type of retreat it's going to be, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I scheduled one in Bali at Easter, and I thought I'll just do like a 4 to 8 people one and kind of wing it. And then I thought, no, I'll postpone it and just do it right.
Yeah.
But what's your process for thinking, is this going to be a 10-person one or a 50-person one? Do you just journal on it and kind of go within?
Well, it depends on what your intention is. Is this a retreat, like we were talking about over there, that you're going to do a retreat, people are going to pay $3,000 to $5,000 to $10,000 to come and learn and live with you? Or are they going to come, you're going to offer valuable content, at the end you're going to invite them to do a strategy session to work with you one-on-one?
Are you asking me right now?
Sure,
Yeah.
since we're here, yeah.
I think I was going to just do like 2.5 days of content, and then it was at a spa in Bali, and then have yoga, and then some meditation and lunch. That was I guess the plan, whether they were paid to stay in their own place, and then it would be in Ubud, Bali, in the mountains. So it's like it's not expensive. And
Sounds
I probably
lovely.
Wasn't going to charge too
So then,
much.
sorry?
Yeah, no, you're right. I wasn't going to charge too much because it was the first one, but I thought rather than wing it, I'll just do it bigger and better and do it properly. Like
I
in the
like that.
wintertime.
I want to go do that with you.
Yeah, come.
Sounds lovely. So then you would invite them to a strategy session after?
Yeah, I guess I haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah, so that's the whole point. You need to figure out what's your destination.
Right. Okay.
And so yesterday we talked about where each of you are. Some of you are just really focusing on the one-on-one right now. Some of you are ready to leverage to a group mastermind. Some of you are ready to, not sure, can't remember.
So you're saying focus on what you want the end of the 3 days to be, and what relationship you're going to have.
So goal, and income goal. So what's the end goal? What's the point? Obviously it'd be fun to hang out and have a party in Bali. So what's the end goal is really the number one thing you need to focus on. Any other questions?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Not yet. All right. Have a friend, okay. Phone all existing and previous clients and invite them to come. I'll admit, my first year I was really motivated. I did this. By the fourth time, I'm not calling people. Did I call you, Kim? You did. I did. I was like, I just paid $40,000 or $50,000, $60,000 for this event. I am calling people, right? So get phone numbers and start calling people. Hey, I'm so excited. I did 2 things pre-event. I had some of my girlfriends call on behalf of me and welcome them to the event and say, we're so excited. We just wanted to tell you that we have this and that, and this is what you can expect. And if you have any questions, let us know. So I had like a welcome committee. I also did, at that first event, this might be good for Carolyn, for you, as I did a send out cards campaign of like a photo of me and and like, I'm so excited, we're gonna have so much fun, I'll see you in October. I did a real nice welcome, which is a really good idea. Like a save the date. You could do a save the date well before, and then, so I think I started marketing in April, to fill an October event. If you're gonna do a big event with like 100 people, 150 people, you want at least 6 months out. However, I've noticed that people don't really commit until the last month. But like all marketing, you just have to beat that drum, create that symphony, create that melody, and then they hear about it, they want to come. So make an outreach campaign, call everyone, hey, I'm having this event, I'd love to have you come. Okay? Ask all of your friends and colleagues to come, and ask them to invite a few of their friends. So ask all of your friends. So I was like, the first year I did it, my 2 girlfriends in Hawaii, I was like, I'm so scared, will you come? So they flew here to support me, and they were here. I asked my best friend, I asked everyone to come because I needed that support. So ask your friends, ask your colleagues. I know I asked Michelle, I said, because I figured you would love coming, so I asked Michelle, I said, you want to come? So ask people, and people who know people. Who else did I ask here locally? I asked Levon, and then Levon brought some friends as well. So ask people who you know are also centers of influence and who can bring great people. So other people that you hang out with in your tribe, but that also, the key, there's a fine line. You don't want to bring someone that this is my opinion, you don't want to bring someone that does exactly what you do. Like I have a local colleague that is very similar to me, and we had talked about maybe her coming, and I was like, I don't know if that's really the most strategic thing for me to do, but we could do something together at a different time. Because you really want to position yourself as the expert and as that authority figure. That's up to you. Yeah. I mean, you got to think about it. If they're a real key player, they could get business from coming. You could say you could pay or you could not, whatever you want to do. Obviously, I don't think the goal, you look at your end goal. My end goal isn't to really make money off of this event. So what is your end goal? Are you doing like a retreat where people, which is different? If I was doing a retreat is very hard to fill for a high-end amount. It takes, is that a limiting belief? In my experience, they're a little harder to fill. It's just it's a sales conversation, getting them into their pain of really going on a retreat. I love going on retreats. That's actually, I'm not a hard sales I have no problem buying retreats, so what am I talking about? Jeez. Okay. I actually went on I won't talk about it. Okay, number 6, align with key sponsors who share your ideal clients. You can choose if they will pay to speak and sponsor, or if you'll give it to them for free. Whatever you choose, have a requirement that they must bring X amount of people for $97 each is usually the amount. If you have 5 sponsors and they all are contracted to bring 8 people, that's 40 beautiful souls. Right? I sure can. So align with key speakers. If you have 5 sponsors and they're all contracted to bring 8 clients at $97, that is 40 people. Yes, Kristen.
The live streamers have a question. What's the strategy for getting new people that have no exposure to you yet to buy a ticket?
I would say, first of all, you need to sell yourself on you and really know your ideal client really well and know your material really well so that you feel attractive and you feel that it's valuable. And then, for example, we did Facebook ads, which is one of my other steps here, and there was a whole strategy behind that, which I'll talk about. So to get cold leads, you could do little speaking, just get well known. That comes down to visibility. That comes down to perhaps media, newspapers, magazines, being a Facebook celebrity, being an Instagram celebrity, meaning that you're just posting selfies of you. You're commenting on people's stuff a lot. You're sharing, you're doing videos, you're doing Facebook Live, right? How's that working, by the way? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that's how you do it. So, and Facebook ads are a really key thing. Okay, any other questions? All right, then. So the sponsors, and we can talk more about that. Now, the thing is, let's say your sponsor doesn't bring all 8 people. What are you going to do? Yes, they still pay. Okay. Now, number 7, launch a free call to your existing email list / Facebook fans and social media followers. So you all have your own tribes that you built based on yesterday's conversation, that for that list, your community, your tribe. You host a free call. 5 steps to create a profitable business, or how to make $150K in 3 days and going into your event in the green. I did a free call like that, did I? I did. It's such a blur. So I did that, right? Free calls, by the way, aren't what they used to be. Have you all noticed that? Are any of you doing free calls? Okay, good. So those are not what they used to be. Which I could talk, but only a couple of you are doing them. How many of you are doing like free calls, like webinars, teleseminars to your people? Okay, good. Keep it up. Okay, so give valuable content and then make an offer to your tribe, inviting them to your event. Send follow-up emails with a strong deadline. So you're doing a free call. You're giving really good, valuable content. On that free call, hawk soaring. Look at that hawk. I have the best view, by the way. I know, you could beg to differ. I know. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't really need my notes because I got this. Okay, so did you see that hawk? Or was it a raven?
Black mountain hawk.
It was huge. Hey, ravens are cool, all right? Anything that big that can fly like that is pretty impressive to me, all right? It's my totem, okay? So anyway, back to the content. So have a free call. Now, do you want to ask me how to strategize your free call? That would be a really good question. Thank you for asking. So you obviously want to position day 1, day 2, day 3 in your content materials or what you're going to cover. For example, in a nutshell, you're just teaching what you're going to teach at your event. You're going to give your valuable. We need to be a value economy versus an offer economy. You don't want to just be buy, 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 buy. Sell, 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 unless that's your style. You want to give value. You want to really give them your best stuff. You want to create the rapport and the connection with your people. And then you start out a free call like this. Welcome! I'm so glad you're here. Out of 7 billion people on the planet, you made it here. This is amazing. We're here on this call. Here's the name of the call. Here are the 3 things. And this is, by the way, how you do a free talk. If you're going to go do a little workshop at Whole Foods or your yoga studio, you do the same thing you do on a free call. Okay? Welcome. Here's what we're going to cover today. Here's what we're going to cover today. You also say, another section is, this is for you if. You hook them in with the this is for you if. You want to use words in the this is for you if that your ideal clients use. This is for you if you're sick of online launching and hustling and launching every 6 weeks and you don't have any downtime, you're working 1 million hours a week and you're not able to consistently be present with your clients because you're always marketing. Right? Do I know my ideal client? This is for you if you don't know your voice and you're not sure, but you know you have a story inside of you and you need to let it out. This is for you if. So you need to have a few this is for you if statements that they're like, oh, I have been heard. She knows me. She hears me. She sees me. This is for me if. This is for you if. Then you have to create a little bonding. Because right now they're just thinking, you just got it all together. You and your Facebook photos. You're just so pretty, so perfect, everything, right? We all think that, right? So you need to take them down to the real true story of who you are. You need to share. Violetta needs to share. She didn't just walk out looking this hot and this perfect and put together. In fact, guess what Violetta was? Her daddy wanted her to be a boy, and she was driving a tractor at like 15 or something, right? We want to know that. It makes you human. It makes you like, and so you transform from a tomboy to a totally feminine, beautiful goddess. Right? So hook them in with your story. And that story also needs to be a little strategic. It needs to be, you want to show pieces of you that are going to attract the right people to you. For a long time, I would say I had $200 in my bank account. At one time, I had $200 in my bank account, or at one time, I really did have $36. But I wasn't scared because I knew how to make money, and I was like, I realized I was in this big old money drama. Anyway, unfortunately, I love those people. We all attract people like this. I was attracting people that had no base of a business, but related to, I have $36 in my bank account too, right? Which is cool. We've all been there maybe, or maybe not, right? So do you understand what I'm saying? So you have to be smart and strategic. And so you show them where you are, and then talk about the transformation of what you've created since. And don't be afraid to really showcase your expert, the amazing things you've done. Jill, tell us what you've done. I love what you've done with the professional athlete. John's bringing the mic. What you did with the Tour de France athlete, it's amazing, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah, tell us.
It's effing amazing.
Yes.
Here I am, this small town Midwestern girl, moved out west to finish university, and ran into someone that was a local amateur cyclist. They had lived in the area. They had never gone further than California. And they said to me, I want to go to Europe and race my bike. I want to be a professional cyclist. And because I've always had this belief since I was very young and have lived through a lot of criticism with it, but quite frankly, I really haven't cared. I have always believed that absolutely anything is possible. So I said to him, well, why don't you go? And so the journey began. And he actually not only became a professional cyclist with one of the top teams in the world, he went on to race in the Tour de France. He was professional for 7 years.
Without a coach.
Without a coach. He is also the only pro cyclist known that he knows of, I know of, all the cycling media knows of, that has never, quote unquote, had a coach. And during that time period, I never stepped up to say I was the coach, but every day we met every day, focused on the plan.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So
anything's possible
and
from anyone.
you coached in all of history, the only pro Tour de France athlete for 7 years that did not have a coach,
Did
except
not have
for you.
a coach, and he's still known for that. He's known
and
for
she's
being
the
the
man
only pro
behind.
cyclist.
She's the woman behind the man. So
Yeah.
you share cool stuff like that. Okay, write down what's your cool stuff about you. What's that thing about you? That transformation about you. And I know there's countless. So write down, what is that hook? What is that thing that you've done? Ron spent years in the Middle East living, right? That's cool. It's like distinguishing factors because you want to stand out and you want to bring, you've all had life experiences so that are really unique. So bring that amazing life experience forward. Yeah, Julie.
Yeah, I was going to say with your free call, because I manifested this trip, and part of it was listening to that recording like pretty much every day, because you had it, in mid-April, I think? And I remember listening to it in the morning in Sydney.
February, probably? Because it's
It was
mid-April
only
right now.
mid-March, whatever. It was
Yeah,
like a month.
whatever.
Yeah, and so I was listening to you live that morning, and I was like, okay, I just need to start feeling this, and then I literally just listened to it every day, just acting as if, and it really
so cool.
worked, and I called in the right clients to pay
Yeah.
for it, and but yeah, that was a really important part of it. I think I would know the whole call off by heart now.
That's
I'm listening to
awesome.
it every day.
What did I
but
say in there? Because it might help me as
You were
I
just
try
so
to.
funny.
You don't need to you don't need to tell it. But I did the 3 points, right? Did I give it?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I'm so in the moment.
No, I remember this is you if,
Yeah.
and yeah, you were just funny and you're just yourself and
Yeah. But
it
I
was-
strategically went through. So you want to activate. I gave a lot of value.
I've got it on my phone on my Dropbox. if you
Okay,
wanna
cool.
play it.
I actually write out my calls. I think I do. I am so in the moment. I don't know, but in the past, I know I see myself in my computer writing things. I know I do that. I do really well when I have my notes and then I just share them. That's why I like calls, because I close my eyes, I think, and it helps me. So you've got those key points. You know your story. You hook them with your story. You tell them the vulnerable parts of what's happened to you, and then you would say, and as a result of this, this is where I am now. And you list those amazing things about you. So they know that you're not just a basket case, right? Like you're not just, like they know she's actually got her what together, okay? So then at the end of that, so for me, what I do is like every bullet point, I just give a lot of value. And I might even say, so I give a lot of value, and then I will activate what they call the gap. And I'll say, this is where you want to go. So you want to write this down. I'm giving you guys such good content right now. Do you even realize that? Okay, good. So you're welcome. So this is where you want to go. This is where you want to go. This is where you are. And I'll be taking you there later on today. Just you watch. Okay? This is where you are. This is where you want to be. And here's one step to get there. One step. This is where you want to go. I know you. I see you. I believe in you. I know you want to go there. This is where you are. And it sucks down there. So I'm going to help you. We're going to hold hands. I'm going to show you one step. One call. That's all. Okay? So they take that one. My local people know that, right? It's a commercial. And my 4-year-old is always like, one call. That's all. It's the commercial. And now I'll tell the cute joke. Phoebe was like, Mommy, one call. That's all. Because I'll be like, picking up the phone, making all these calls. She's like, one call. That's all. Okay. So anyway, so then there's that one step. So as you're preparing your content, you want to have your 5 juicy points or your 3 points, depending on how much time you have. Your 3 to 5 points, and then you give them that one step, one actionable step. Now, we've all been to a buffet, right? Maybe you guys probably have never been to a buffet. It's like so American. No. No, I love it. Do you know what a buffet is? Like a buffet of just food everywhere. Just like, yeah. Do you have those in Australia? Buffets? Just food, just like dessert bar, cheese bar, meat bar, like a thing of like some roasting pork and a pig on a spigot. And then over here you got a fruit bar, You've been to those? Or no, do you have them? Do you have them? I thought it was just like an awesome American thing. We all go there all the time. Every Sunday. No, just kidding. Then I look like this. Just kidding. I feel good in this dress. I feel so good. I feel like tight things feel good. And it almost feels like a bike outfit. Okay, back to you. So you go to those buffets. You eat too much. You want to eat because it all looks so tantalizing. Then how do you feel? You can't digest. You got to spend the whole day resting. You're like, right? You don't want to be that person at your events, on your free calls. Don't be giving them a buffet. And they're so bloated and so sick that they can't even think. And they have to go get in their lazy boy and recline for the afternoon. Don't be that person, all right? Okay, so the point is, just give them 3 to 5 points. 3 to 5 little bites, okay? Don't make them overeat, okay? Because they're not going to come back. When was the last time you went to a buffet? I've been to a buffet and probably since the Mayans, like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. So don't go to a buffet. Don't be a buffet. And then at the end of the call, you could say, now, there's a lot of you here that would really, like, I know I gave you a lot in this hour. I gave you so much, and I know that some of you are like, this is awesome, I want to do this. But there's still a lot of things that you just don't think you can do it on your own, or how would I say this a lot better on those calls, don't I? I would say, I would think this through. I wouldn't just make this up on the spot. And I would say, so I'd love to help you. And I'm putting together this awesome event. It's over at amandamoxley.com/event. And here's what we're going to do. And then you bring them over to that sales page. So sales page is a whole nother thing. I'm giving you guys a buffet. Are you guys are you over? Well, okay. So then you take them to the sales page. And by the way, you write your sales page and you prepare the sales page weeks before you have this call. That's a whole nother story. So you take them over there. You're looking at the sales page at amandamoxley.com/event. And you're like, oh my gosh, look at that picture of Natasha smiling and having so much fun at my event, right? You're bringing them to the page. Oh, look at Susie and Jean like loving each other and that was when we were pole dancing and I wish you were there. And you bring them on into that sales page and you're like, here's what we're going to do. Day 1, what we just talked about. Day 2, what we talked about. Oh, and day 3, same thing. It's going to be so much fun. And all you have to do is click that button, buy now. The price is going up tomorrow. You've got 24 hours because I like action. And action, my go-getters are going to do this. Talk to your ideal client. Your ideal client might be like, I need a lot of time to process, right? If that's who you are, you might be that person. Answer any questions. Sometimes you might want to have a few questions that you think people might ask, because a lot of times people don't want to ask questions. So you have a couple questions about logistics, about room rates, about times, where to fly into. A lot of people didn't know where to fly into. Little things. Anticipate their needs. And then you can recap on that free call. Everything, like today we talked about this, and this. I'd love to teach you this live. Go to this event. Again, the price is going up. But you would review. Sorry, I'm going really fast. You would just, at the end of your call, you just want to end on the note of, this is what we covered again, and it's just been such a pleasure to share this with you. So you just want to remind them what you've already told them. Recap. Okay. So you do a free call. We're just on number 6 here. So, no, we're on number 7. We're halfway there. Okay, then, so you have the free call. Then you give valuable content. Okay, send follow-up emails with a strong deadline. Yeah. I'm still on number 7. So number 7 is, I guess I could 7A, 7B. So you do that free call, then there's got to be a follow-up strategy. Because a lot of people were working, or they were in Australia and they were sleeping during your call, or they were in Europe and they weren't sleeping, or whatever time zone. So you send some emails and you say, oh my gosh, were you there? It was so fun. Here's your replay, and here's what I said on the free call. Buy your ticket. You have till tomorrow at 12. There's only, number 1, how many tickets available? Number 2, when they expire by, and we're adding in a number 3. What's that? Yes, the price is going to go up. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay? Everyone good? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, you may need to launch multiple free calls or webinars until you reach your goal. You have to do absolutely everything until you reach your goal. You don't just do a free call and be like, well, that didn't work. I'm such a loser. This isn't for me. God doesn't love me. It's because when I was a kid, this happened. We've all been there. You just keep going. I didn't mean to be irreverent. I just want you to realize a lot of people quit. There's a lot of people that want to come into this business, and there's not a lot of people that keep standing, right? So are you going to keep standing? Yes, you are. Because you all have this vision and this voice and this heart, but you have to have perseverance, persistence, consistency. It's like doing Bikram yoga, going on a bike ride. You have to have that. Number 8. Okay, I pretty much mentioned this one at a different point. If you're currently doing any one-on-one or any group or any 5-week course or any 90 bundles, anything that you're promoting, anything you're doing comes with a free ticket or a paid ticket or a refundable ticket. You can choose how you want to do it. If they do come, that would mean if they come. My first year, I charged everyone a refundable $97. And when they came, I wrote them a check and gave them $97. And year 2, I did, sorry, you owe at least $97 to come to this. Okay? All right, number 9. After you've reached through your warm leads and contacts, let me just read this really quick. Okay, so after you've reached all your warm contacts, and you want to keep reaching your warm contacts in your email newsletter, in your weekly connection through your tribe, through your Facebook personal messaging, you want to keep doing your warm outreach. You want to have a goal of how many people you want at your event, and you're not going to stop until you get them. And you are charting. You should see my notebook. I have a little chart. And I have all the numbers of all the people when they come in. I'm a pen and paper. I have a notebook. It's actually my son's kindergarten notebook. Like, that's how old school I am. Hello. Okay. So then, are there any questions on the live stream or anything? Just let me, I guess Kristen isn't there, but let us know. Okay. So this is what I did to reach out to leads that were also somewhat warm, but also new leads. So you want to hire, for me, I am not a Facebook ads executive. I hire out for that. And so you want to create a free product. So there's a lot of steps to this. I created something very valuable that is really pretty much just saying what I said on the free call. And I bundled it into an ebook. I created a very valuable, what they call an IFO. Who knows what an IFO is? Okay, today's your day. I would actually call it FAIFO. Hold on, no wait. Irresistible free offer. Yes, irresistible free offer. Hold on, I have it in my head. It has an F word in it, and I can't remember what I was going to say. Sexy as FIFO. Sexy as F, sexy as fuck, irresistible free offer. That's what you want, all right? You can leave that first part out. I just made that up. Sexy as F, IFO is irresistible free offer. Basically, it's also called a pink spoon. It's also called a free gift. Pink spoon like at Baskin Robbins. And it was like those little free tastes, right? You want to create a really sexy something that someone would pay money to opt in for. So what could you create that would be so sexy and that they would like, I got to have that. I'm willing to give my Facebook. I'm willing to give my phone number. I'm willing to give my first name and my last name for that. And it's valuable. And you want to make it look professional. So I created my sexy as FIFO. And then after that, I hired Jason because I knew I couldn't do my normal selfie videos looking the way did you see my Facebook Live the other night? I was like, laying on the couch, I was like, why am I have like a muffler on and I'm like talking, but would that convert to cold leads? Would cold leads would be like, what, right? So show your best self to your cold leads, then wear your fleece later. So I hired Jason, he came to my house and we did 2 things. How many? Just kidding. I did 2 things. So I have two Facebook funnels. The first one was you create the free gift and you do Facebook ads to the free gift. Okay? Everyone opts in, they get the free gift. On the thank you page of that free gift. Now this is a long funnel. on the back of that, I said, thank you so much for getting this. I know you're going to love it. And then I go through and I have a 14-minute video pretty much saying the same thing I said in the ebook. Did I say the same thing I said in the ebook? Yeah, basically, I mean, why do you need you don't want to go to the buffet. You're just like, we're just going to talk about these 3 main courses again. So then you then welcome, you talk about your event, you talk about why the benefits of coming to the event, why they want the event, to make generate a year's worth of income in a single weekend. And then you say, you can eat. For me, it was confusing because I really like it. I like it when people come here live. So in that video, I actually said you could come live or you could come via live stream. So that's up to you. That was a marketing flaw. I probably, in retrospect, should have just said go to the live stream. But I wanted people to come, and you came, Anne. But I don't think you came for the Facebook ad. So all those people watching, actually, I want to hear from you. What was that experience like for you to, if you did come from those Facebook ads? You can share in the chat box what that was like, just for fun for me. So then, that's it. So that's that. Now, the other ad I did was this. So we created a 2-minute video, and it was a little bit, hi, I'm Amanda. I want you to come to my live event. And I also created an ebook, and it was just promoting in a 2-minute video the live stream or the live event. And then they opted in to that immediately. And then we ran Facebook ads to both of these. And that you want to just come up with some strategy to get people here, get those cold leads here. So hopefully that's answering the question that they had previously. Any question? I know this is like a lot, and you all may not be. I know, when you start talking Facebook ads, I'm like, but you have to watch those Facebook ads, and you need a trained expert, and Facebook ads are always changing. So for me, write that on your delegation list. Or if you really enjoy it, then really get good at it and really monitor them. Okay? You need to know the conversions. You need to know. Okay? Track it. You guys are all like, I can tell. That's how I feel about these Facebook ads. It's like challenging. That's why we outsource. Do you think I'm doing those Facebook ads? No. Actually, I wrote the copy because the team, God bless them, they wrote the copy. They weren't converting. And I was like, no, I would say it like this. And then I wrote it, and it seemed like those were converting better. So it is important to write your own copy because it's your voice. Nobody knows or speaks like you. Any questions about this aspect? Any questions? Okay. We're all glazing over by now. Okay, number 10. You know what? I just did 9 and 10 together. Those were those 2 funnels I did. Okay. Now 11 is going to be connect with joint venture partners who share your target market. Who are people that are just like you? Like I have my friend Christina Marazzi. She's really similar. We're very similar. Same with Kat Latorza. We're very similar. And I have other friends that I asked to mail for me. Melissa Ingold, I know she mailed for me, and some other friends. And then you can give them a commission if there's any sales. So find, and that's something you want to be doing, regardless if you're part of my strategy. Write down my strategy. Part of strategy is finding key influencers that share your target market and that love you and you love them. And it's like when people see you two together, it's like, oh my gosh, they're the best, right? So create your key influencers list and create those connections with those people. Yes? How do you track that, Amanda? How do you track it? An affiliate link through one shopping cart. Okay. So you're going to want a robust shopping cart system, which then put this on your delegation list. I don't even know how to log in. I don't know how to send an email personally. I know I said I was a powerful businesswoman, but I mean, I don't know. I don't get that stuff. So I have to tell my assistants, like, tell me how many people are coming. Like, I go in there, I don't get this because I have Infusionsoft and I have one shopping cart. That's another story. You're also going to need a merchant account so that you can actually take money, receive money. You need a merchant account. People sometimes use PayPal. I use a different merchant account, so you want a merchant account. just to set yourself up to actually receive the money. All that money that's coming in, right? So Align, you will have an affiliate link. Does anyone have questions about that?